All right, so the next one here, the UN halts food distribution in Rafah, and aid is not being delivered through the U.S. Pier. So the UN said Tuesday that it halted food distribution in the southern Gaza city of Rafah due to the lack of supplies, and that no aid trucks were entering the strip through the U.S.-built pier. So the vital Rafah border crossing has been closed to aid deliveries since it was captured by Israeli forces on May 7th. So it's been a while now, about a week and a half. And the UN estimates that over 800,000 Palestinians have fled Rafah since Israel launched its assault, but hundreds of thousands remain. The estimate was that there was 1.4 million civilians there before May 7th. So if 800,000 fled, that means 600,000 are still there and in need of aid. They have no other way really to get food. So the UN's World Food Program said that it was also running out of food for central Gaza, and it's warning that humanitarian operations are near collapse and that food needs to enter the strip in massive quantities or famine-like conditions will spread. So how is that $320 million pier doing that the U.S. opened? I don't think I covered, I meant to, that Friday it took its first aid delivery this past Friday of 10 aid trucks. So 10 aid trucks came through Friday, and apparently the World Food Program was able to distribute it. And then on Saturday, 11 trucks came through, and they were met with a Palestinian crowd of desperate, hungry people who took most of the stuff off the trucks. I believe a few of those trucks made it to the World Food Program warehouse. But that's it. Sunday and Monday, no aid came through because there's no way to distribute it. Remember, Israel has been targeting the police force in Gaza that was initially in charge of, security for distributing the aid. If there's no security and you have all these starving people, things like that, of course, are going to happen. So anyway, the World Food Program says that Israel needs to provide conditions for aid groups to operate safely, or the U.S.-built pier will fail. So the big joke about this is that the U.S. built this pier instead of just putting real pressure on Israel to open the border crossings. I mean, 10 aid trucks coming through this pier. It's ridiculous. The border crossings can take hundreds, and they haven't gotten anywhere close. I don't know what the rate is at this point of how many trucks are entering Gaza per day, with Rafah and Kerem Shalom still not taking aid. I know some is coming through the north, but I don't know what the number is there. But it just goes to show what a joke this whole aid pier project is.